It's Nelson here, and in this video I am going to be reviewing a new portable touchscreen monitor from Desklab. So let's go ahead and get started with the unboxing. There's nothing surprising inside of this box, just the 15-inch monitor, which is wrapped up nicely, a USB Type-C cable, a HDMI cable, and the instruction booklet. There's no cover for this monitor that you gotta buy separately, which I did, so just keep in mind that those two products are separate. Alright, I got the monitor in my hands and you can see how thin that is. I am really impressed with that. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the ports before we set this up. On the left hand side, you got your audio jack, you got two USB-C ports, and you got one HDMI port. You can pretty much hook up anything to this thing. You can hook up a gaming console like a PS5, or your laptop, your PC, or even your smartphone. So this thing is gonna come really handy for me. On the right hand side, you'll see a USB 3.0 port. That is going to come in handy when you hook up the monitor to a PC. You can use it to hook up a keyboard or a mouse. And also on the right hand side, you'll see three buttons. The top and bottom buttons are for controlling the volume and the brightness. And the middle button is to put the monitor to sleep, and it's also to open up the menu. When you click on the menu button, you'll see more options to control things like the sharpness, the contrast, and to turn off HDR. You can also see on the bottom of the menu that we are running at 1080p 60Hz. There is also a 4K version of this monitor, which has all the same features, but just in 4K. So as you just saw, this monitor is plug and play. There is no drivers to download, there is no software to install. Once you plug in that USB-C cable, everything just works. You can start using the touchscreen and you can start dragging windows around. And once the monitor was set up, I was really happy with the color and the brightness. I didn't need to change any settings. It just worked right out of the box. Now let's go ahead and try it out on my smartphone. This is the Galaxy S20, and same thing, I'm going to take my USB-C cable, plug it into my smartphone, and then within a few seconds, Samsung DeX will appear. This turns my smartphone into a laptop basically. I can use my phone just as I normally would, but on my monitor, I have a full desktop experience. All my files are there, all my applications are there, and I can get right to work right away. A few months ago, I did a video on Samsung DeX, and now with this monitor, I almost don't need a laptop because my phone is now my laptop, and that is really awesome. Alright, that's enough about productivity. Now let's talk about gaming. As I mentioned before, there is an HDMI port on the left hand side of the monitor, and I assume most people are going to use that to hook up a gaming console. And that is what I'm going to do right now. So I have my PS4 connected to the monitor with the HDMI cable. Just keep in mind that this monitor does not have a built-in battery, so I'm going to have to power it up with the USB-C cable, and I can hook that right up to my PS4 and that will power it up. It's a pretty clean setup, and I'm going to be able to play my games at 1080p 60 FPS. So now let's go ahead and take a look at some gameplay.
Come on, Yuri, I've been waiting 8 years for this.
You really want to help? Head to Times Square. Sounds like his guys are trying to keep my backup from reaching the scene.
You got it. Almost there. This doesn't look good.
So it turns out the audio quality on these speakers is better than I originally thought it was going to be. So if you want to travel with your gaming console, this monitor is a great choice to bring it on the go, and it won't take up a lot of space, and you got the speakers right there if you need it. And keep in mind that you got the audio jack on the left hand side if you want to use headphones. Alright, so that about does it for this kind of a first impressions video. It's not really a full review because I've only been using this monitor for a few days, but it's been a great experience so far. It doesn't overheat, the screen doesn't flicker, and there's no fans, it's quiet of course, and the best of all, it doesn't take up a lot of space. Even though we're not traveling for a while, most of us are not going to be traveling. This would have been great to take on an airplane when you're traveling. But even for at home, if you're working from at home, you have a laptop, you don't want to get a big monitor, just get this, and then when you're done, you put it away. So this monitor is available right now, and as I mentioned before, the cover / the stand is sold separately, but that's worth getting. I think you should just get both of them at the same time. You might as well. Again, this is the 15-inch portable touchscreen monitor from Desklab.